What is going on, guys? DBG here, and lads, all I'm gonna say is I called something else coming. I said, you know what, it's too early for this to be the only leak, and we've got a new leak, lads. The IDOLS Series 3 completion reward is going to be MVP Nikola JOKIC. I wish there was a picture of JOKIC that you could get him. I wish there was a picture of him lifting the MVP trophy. But, is there? Does that picture exist? I don't think that picture exists. Yeah, I do not think that picture exists, so fair enough. But, yeah. IDOLS Series 3 collection reward is JOKIC. Is this card going to be worth it? Hell no! Hell no. This might be worse than Ralph Sampson in terms of value. This might legitimately be worse. Oh, sorry. I just saw he's a point guard. Oh my god. Oh, dear lord. Oh, dear lord. You know what? That makes no difference anymore. There's 6'11" point guards everywhere. Like, Nick Batum exists, man. I had to take a drink. I had to take a sip of water there. I had to take a sip of water because that threw me off. It threw me off to see point guard there. I mean, positions don't mean anything anymore. Blaze just runs with the tallest players ever. And he's done this at the start of the year. He used to post up with Mark Aguirre. Shout out to Blaze. Curry invincible soon. He can run point. Center point guard. It's cool, but we want Jeremy Lin. I mean, we'll get him at some stage. More LeBron memes. Remove limited. Oh, I love these all money spent tweets. I do appreciate the all money spent tweets. Better fix this. Not worth it. I agree. It's not worth it. Ronald. As far as I'm aware, if you call Ronnie Ronald, he will block you on Twitter. So, I actually don't dislike Ronnie, so I'm not going to try to do that. But if there was ever a reason, if you hear me starting calling him Ronald, you'll know why. PG Jokic is nuts, so no chance he can curry. On current, no, he's 7 foot. Unless they made him 6'9", which defeats the purpose of Jokic. Yeah, let's check the quote tweets. Let's check the old quote tweets. I need him, Serbia. I need it. 2 eyes from Josh. DeJounte Murray. Content is dry and for average, even above average player, this means nothing to us. You literally only release content all money spent. I mean, they did screw it. Like, cheap players are good, but man, there has not been a good free card this season, has there? They've really screwed up. I'm not going to count Jokic. I'm not going to count Batum or what's his name? I'm not going to count Batum or the other guy, Clarkson. I forgot his name. But let's have a look at what Jokic is working with. Let's have a look at what Nikola Jokic is working with here. Okay. They can make him 244 pounds. And I think that's what they're going to do. I think we're probably going to see... And like 2K have already fudged players' heights. Like Bradley Beal is just randomly grown to 6'5". Like, again, he is 6'3". They just made him 6'5". Like, I can guarantee you the next Robert Covington we see is 6'9". Brandon Ingram is 6'7". They made him 7, or they made him, They made him 6'9". I'm pretty sure Bagley is 6'8", and they made him 6'11". DeAndre Ayton is 6'11", and they made him 7'1". So, like, they've been like messing up heights all year. They've been just making up their own height. So I wouldn't be surprised to see 7'1", 7'5" wingspan. Jokic, who's 240 pounds. Man, he's light. Jokic is 257. No, Jokic has to be more than 250. Jokic has to be more than 250. That is mad. He's listed at 250 pounds. Here, maybe he was 250 pounds in these pictures. Maybe the pictures of Jokic as a kid, he was 250 pounds. Maybe in this picture when he was 12 years old. Maybe in his passport photo. But dude's 7 foot and big. Like, He's broad. Again, maybe not in these. Maybe not at the start of his career, but like, and he's broad enough at 7 foot tall. 250? That seems very, very light for Jokic. That seems very light. Although they're going to make him 240 pounds. They're going to make him 240. That's the music. They are going to make him 244 pounds. Maybe 240 because they did with LeBron. They made LeBron James 240 pounds instead of 250 pounds, which because he's 6'9", that literally does not do anything. The only gen that weight makes a difference for 6'9" players is current gen. Weight only makes a difference from 6'10" and above on next gen. It makes a difference from 6'9" and above on current gen. Which, yeah, so like, I reckon they're going to give Jokic's going to Pro 2. Quick or shifty. I think he's going to remain with set shot 14. And I think he's going to be lighter, and he's probably going to grow an inch. That is my prediction right there. That this is not going to be the end game Jokic. I think we're going to see him. I think we're going to see him growing an inch. And I think they're just going to mess around with this card here. It's not even going to... Whoever the card is isn't going to resemble Jokic, which is fine. Which is fine. At this stage, realism is always thrown out the window. And I'm actually kind of happy about that, because maybe the Jokic... Maybe if they juice up Jokic and give him X and base... Like if... Even with his... I don't know, he's got the weird upper, so even if they give him X and base, it's still not going to be a good release. But I reckon they're going to give Jokic X and base, Pro 2, Pro 3. They're going to make him under 245 pounds. And they're going to give him every single Hall of Fame badge. And they're probably going to make him 7'1". Even though I think he came into the league at 6'10". So that is my prediction for Jokic. So, is he going to be worth locking in for? First of all, I would not lock in 3 Invincibles for another Invincible, no matter who it is. Like, it's going to be way more expensive than just getting like AK a point guard. But it's hard to say. After LeBron James, I'm just deciding to just give him X and base. It is very hard to say. I'm going to say wait until the card comes out on 2KDB. It comes out in the database to decide whether or not you're going to lock in for the Jokic. Because in reality, like, if they don't change his SIGs, he's going to be awful. They're going to give him Pro 2 anyway. And if they're giving him Pro 2, they're going to have to lower his weight. But like, if they give him X and base / Ray Allen base or base 98, like, they could give him base 98, make him lighter, make him taller, and give him the best dribble SIGs in the game. And then he's God tier. Or they could keep him with set shot 14, keep his dribble SIGs, keep his same weight, or even give him Pro 2 and keeping his same weight. It means he can't curry on next gen, he can only side to side. And again, set shot 14 is bad, and current gen he's going to be awful. So it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But it's a good chance. There's a good chance that Jokic has his 3rd release this year. Like, Jokic started off with set shot 18, I'm pretty sure. He started off with set shot 18. He moved to set shot 14, and I think he's going to move to probably 98. So yeah, this is again a weird one. It's going to be a pretty good card. Don't get me wrong, worst case scenario is pretty good. But whether it's worth locking in or not, all depends on what Black Magic 2K do to change Nikola Jokic, what they do in their player editor. Do they do what we all used to do as a kid and make our favorite player like 7 foot tall? How will 2K, what version of a created player with the name of Nikola Jokic is this going to be? Is this going to be a demigod with the name Jokic, or is this going to be a better version of last year's point guard Jokic? So it will be, or will he be a point guard version of Jokic we have right now? So it'll be an interesting one to see. It'll be very, very interesting, and it's hard to say whether he's worth it or not until, honestly, we see what weird stuff 2K do to the card. So that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.